I'm Vanessa.
And I'm not at camp.
And we are late to the party, and we are going camping right now.
Because this is Better Late Than Never Camp Edition.
Better Late Than Never Camp Edition, Travis.
That went all over the place. But we got one more. Whoa. We got one more camp movie that I think is worth noting and looking at here.
Okay.
So this one was released February 17th of 1995.
Ooh. Almost Valentine's Day.
The budget, I don't know what the budget was. Maybe you do. It had a box office of $17.6 million.
Okay.
Directed by Stephen Brill.
Okay.
This movie was written by Stephen Brill, and it was written by Stephen Brill and Judd Apatow. This was his first movie screenplay written at this time. It was a film.
I was going to say, Stephen Brill sounds really familiar. How come I can't place it?
Oh, did you place him?
Yeah.
Okay. Film was filmed over. This movie took about 2 months to film in North Carolina. Was not theatrically successful.
I saw it in theaters.
A huge cult following nowadays. The film is centered around a fat camp for kids who have taken over. It is
heavyweights.
It's heavyweights.
It's heavyweights.
It's heavyweights. We know what it's about.
The film was taken over by Tony Perkis, so let's take a look at this trailer.
The film was taken by Tony Perkis. Technically, yeah. Call an order now. Okay.
The old Taco
Burger
Bell.
World, Taco. No, they're not branded.
No.
They are in the movie.
Who's the fastest kid? We all did it.
Chipmunk!
Good taste of England!
For Jerry and his friends,
I always wanted to try that because of this movie. I still haven't tried it.
For one hand.
I want to go home. Out of here, mister.
White Goodman? Before he was White Goodman?
Yep.
now,
Deal with it.
6 weeks of frustration,
Then we're gonna climb that 1,000-foot rock face over there.
starvation,
I need meat.
Gummy bear left in this entire camp.
and humiliation.
Kenny the cameraman.
Jerry's
What's his
out
name?
to do something
Alan.
far more
Damn, I
important
forgot his name.
than lose a few pounds.
I have a plan.
He's out to gain respect.
What is going on?
You can't kidnap the owner of a camp.
They can and they did.
We're as good as anybody. And it's about time we started acting that way.
Take him down, Cappy.
Walt Disney Pictures presents a comedy.
Gerald Gardner.
Where's the bathroom?
Title, please.
Cher?
Da Vinci's Mona Lisa.
Americans have no sense of history.
Tired of taking it.
I'm so slow. It would have been cool to go fast.
And ready to dish it out.
That would hurt.
Yeah, all the cans. So notable directors in this movie too, because you got Paul Feig and you got Peter Berg in this movie. Well, he's dead. He's the lunch guy.
True. Great cast.
Of course.
Great cast. Half of the Mighty Ducks cast.
That's true, yeah.
That's true.
Well,
That's
would
very
you see
true.
this movie based upon this trailer?
Yes, because I did.
Yeah, I did, in theaters as
Me
well.
too.
I didn't watch it in theaters, but
No?
I did watch it.
I love
Right.
this movie, and I've been quoting this movie for as long as I can remember.
Of course.
Budday!
Buddy!
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 I got the
Oh, Budday System.
Put your fat finger down.
Buddy.
You have broken my...
You're poking my camera.
Yeah, seeing the entire cast of...
Do to it, Lars.
Do it to it, Lars.
Our childhood essentially put into one movie, because you're right. You got Goldberg in there, and then you got his Knuckle Puck time. Bringing Kenan Thompson, who is killing it now, was killing it back then.
Right.
I don't feel like that boy has ever stopped.
No.
But bringing him over, because they put him into Mighty Ducks 2. And of course, Gerald Gardner's in Mighty Ducks 1, but he didn't come back for 2 or 3. But seeing them all together in this movie and having Gerald Gardner be the one that's at the forefront, the main character.
Gerald Gardner.
He looks good now too, if you've ever seen him. Like, the man is chiseled.
Captain.
Different movie. But.
And he was also in The Adventures of Pete and Pete. So these are known actors to us as kids.
Right.
Seeing them in multiple films and then putting them in this one, it definitely was like the perfect film for kids.
Right, and I always get a kick out. I remember when I watched it too, when his dad comes at the end. And
Jeffrey Tambor?
Yeah, no, it's
Or when
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, when Tony Perkis'
right,
dad
comes, but it's Ben Stiller, and he's just like, and I'm like, wait,
because he's playing himself.
Talking about the
but
Stillers.
it's hilarious.
Papa.
Oh, and then of course, yeah, Ben Stiller's dad.
parents,
real parents, yeah.
Mom and dad.
Morty and I forgot what their names were. Hi. Don't let anybody sign your checks. Jerry Stiller, ridiculous. But I love them. Like I love everybody in this movie.
Right.
And then you have, of course, Grandma's boy. Damn, I can't remember his name. But
I know who you're
Alan.
talking about.
It's
I can't
Alan.
remember. No, I think Alan is probably his name.
He will always be Kenny the camera guy.
Yeah, no, I know his name too. It's just it's slipping me right now. It's slipping
It's
from my
gonna
brain.
happen right now.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna kick myself. But either way, you've got him from the Adam Sandler camp in this movie, which was like the first thing that I remember seeing him in before he was in Wedding Singer, and he was from then on Wedding Singer. And then that was it. He was in everything after that.
Yeah.
They're not scrawny.
They're nice. Yeah, of course. But seeing all these actors come together, and of course amazing directors before they were really known. Alan Covert. Yes, thank you so much.
So you were right.
I knew it was Alan.
What's great about this movie is if we look back at Meatballs.
Sure.
Meatballs, again, like you said before, it set that standard of how these movies go. And it's very similar storyline. These kids come, they're a bunch of misfits. It's not as raunchy as Meatballs, but there's something that needs to be accomplished, and they overcome being who they are to do it.
Which I do feel like if you watch this movie, there is room for it to be a little more raunchy or a little more vulgar because it's Judd Apatow, but they did slim it down, no pun intended, for Disney because it ended up being released under the Disney regime.
Right, but it was still a lot of fun. Like you still watch it. Like we have it on DVD, on Blu-ray, and I watch it all the time, and it feels new every time when you watch it. It doesn't feel like, oh, I've already seen this, but you know what I mean? Like
because it's a great quotable movie.
It is a very great.
I have a deviated septum. Do not be alarmed.
I really did love Pat Finley too because Pat, like growing up as a fat kid, like Pat was like one of us. So I loved how Pat was kind of their guide and he helped them over.
How they made fun of Paul because he was skinny.
Yeah, he's like, oh, look at it. He's all dancing around. What was it? Tim, I think his name was. But yeah, and seeing Pat Finley in other movies, I only see him as
the
Pat.
Dance when they go in the middle of the dance.
I love fishing and I won't work for nobody but you. And then you have the kid from Rookie of the Year as well, his best friend. He's the one who's like, I was a chipmunk last year. And he tells him where all the snacks are.
Oh, yeah.
But he does it so that way he can be the middleman to getting them snacks and hiding it in the trunk. And everybody's going and getting food and eating it. But yes, obviously we enjoy Heavyweights quite a bit. The music is great, and so many actors and cameos in that movie for people that are very relevant now. But what did you guys think of Heavyweights? What is your favorite Tony Perkis quote? Tell us down in the comments below. I'm feeling skinny, Tony. You can also like and subscribe.
And did a thing
That's
on our
her
Facebook,
cue.
Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gym joints, you know where they are. Kick into the party, fuel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon. Gets us where we need to go. What are some of your favorite camp movies that we did not cover? I thought he was going to seriously sneak in Friday the 13th somewhere.
I felt we could have, but let's go more fun, more cheeky.
Sure.
Maybe we'll save that for Halloween.
That's true, too.
That's true,
I thought that maybe one of them was going to be Wet Hot American Summer.
Right, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Wet Hot American Summer, but I could definitely talk about it.
Prequel.
Never saw it, actually.
Great.
I know that Paul Rudd is on a motorcycle and he jumps off
basically
and it goes
amazing.
He's like, does not age. Like, it fits him. You're like, oh my God, wait, did they just de-age him? No, it's Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
But you will get that when eventually we do, I was going to say Meatballs, Wet Hot American Summer. But thank you guys again so much for joining us. Better late than never. Thank you, Travis.
Thank you, and always keep those suggestions coming for movies, topics, whatever. Keep it going next month, next week, July.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do something July-ish.
I'm looking forward to it. Born on the 4th of July. Thank you so much, and as always,
Now it's time to say goodbye.
Party's over. Bye.
Hiya. Hiya.